Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see our three built-in functions in Python programming language. These are your print function, input function and type function. We are going to see them with their examples, so wait till the end. So our first function is print function. It allows to print on the screen. With the examples it will be more clear to you. My first example is A is equals to Diwali in single quotes and then print A. So here what happened, my variable A is having a value Diwali, which is a string which is enclosed between single quotes. Then in my print A, here inside my parenthesis I wrote my variable name. So it will print the value which is assigned to this variable, which is a string. So which is Diwali. Now just see in your output, Diwali is printed. It will be more clear. See the second example. Here I have my variable name as number, which is assigned a value 11. Then I wrote print inside my parenthesis number. So it will print the value assigned to my variable number, which is 11. See the output, it is 11. Then in my third example, I have my variable n, which is equals to 9.99. Here my variable n is assigned a value which is of decimal type. And inside my print function, inside the parenthesis I wrote n, which is my variable name. So this function, print function, will print the value assigned to my variable n, which is 9.99. In my fourth example, b is equals to true. Now print b. So since I used a boolean data type, which is true or false, so inside my variable b, I used true and I have wrote print inside my parenthesis b. Now my variable b is assigned a value true. That's why it will print true. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, but I guess now your doubts are finished into the printf function. So my second function is input function. It allows the user to take input from the keyboard as string. So if you want your user to give input as anything to give as input, then you need your input function. But why here it is written as a string, this I will explain you later. Before that, see our example. Inside my variable word, I use input, then inside the parentheses and enclosed within the double quotes, I wrote enter a word. So inside my parentheses and inside my double quotes, I wrote enter a word. This will be printed on my screen, and afterwards, since it is inside the input function, so it will ask me to input. Now I will input a word and it will be going to print that word using my print function. So here out in the output here I have enter a word. Then I gave angel as an input and here it printed. And here my second example is also of input function. See, inside my code I wrote number is equals to input, then enter a number. My number is a variable name and I use this input function. Inside my parentheses and double quotes I wrote enter a number. Now this enter a number will be printed on my screen and it will ask me to enter a value because it is inside my input function. Now whatever value I will input, it will print that value because I used print function for my variable name number. So see in the output what happens, enter a number is printed, then I input a number which is 11 and it is printed in my screen. Now this doubt that input function allows the user to take input from the keyboard, but why as a string I am saying. In my previous example I used a string. I gave angel as my input and here I wrote number. I gave my number as an input. So why this happened? Why I'm saying I can only allow the user to take input from the keyboard as a string? Why the string is coming? So for that, first we'll understand what is a string. Actually, strings are nothing but your collection of characters enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. Actually, it is your collection of characters which is forming a word, maybe meaningful or not meaningful, but it's just collection of characters. And generally in my Python, whenever I'm assigning that string to any variable, I use single quotes or double quotes. So it is just that. Now I have used two examples to explain you more clearly. Here I have a variable name A in which I have assigned a string ash. So I use double quotes here. I also use comments to explain you better. String value stored in a variable A. Here inside my variable A, I have my value of string data type. Now I use print function to print that value using print A. So I also use comment to explain you that it prints the value inside your variable A. So inside the variable A, I have my value of string as ash. So this two lines of code will give me the output ash. Focus, it will be more clear to you. In my second example, I use D is input enter your name. So here D is my variable name. Then I use input function. Inside my parenthesis and enclosed between my double quotes, I used enter your name. So it will print enter your name on the screen and it will also ask me to input a value. Then I will definitely give that value because I used input function. Then print D. So this will print the value of D. Whatever I'm giving input will be stored inside my variable D and that value inside my variable D will be printed on my screen using the print function. See, here it asks me enter your name and I give Aryan as input. So it has printed Aryan on the screen. So my third function is my type function. It will return the type of variable v. So v is here the variable name. So in random, whatever your variable is, it will print the type of value assigned to that variable. It will be more clear. Here I used a is inside my double quotes Justin. So here inside my variable a, I have a value of string data type because it is of string type. So see what happens. I use the print function. So that means I'll be going to print something, right? And then inside that print function, I used type function. And inside my parenthesis, I have used variable name, which is a. So it will print the type of value assigned to my variable a. So see, your first output is class string, class str. This indicates that the value of your variable is of string type. Then see, here my second line I used my variable b which is equals to 6. So my variable b is storing a value which is of integer type. So see in the second line I used print type of b. So inside my print function I used my type function and inside my type function I used my variable b. That means I'll be going to print the type of value assigned to my variable b. So since you know inside my b I have assigned a value of 6 which is of integer type. So see in your second statement here it is class int, that means the value of the data type is integer. Then your third variable which is d is equals to true. Now this is your boolean data type. Inside your boolean data type true and false comes. So here one of the two, true. See, here I wrote print type of D. That means I am going to print the type of value assigned to D. See, it is of class bool. That means the type of data is of boolean type. Then again in my variable E, I assigned a value none. None is of none type. So see in my here what I used print type of E. That means it will be going to print the type of value assigned to variable E, which is your class none type. It is showing that the variable value of the variable is of none type. Then again your variable F, which is having a value 200 2001.62. So it is your of float data type, decimal value kind of. So see your print type of F. Here you have print the type of value assigned to your variable V, which is class float. So now I hope it is clear to you actually what your type function is doing. It is actually displaying the value of your data type of your variables assigned to you. So yeah, I have told you inside my input function that it always takes the value as a string. Why I said so? The data type of your input function value is always a string. Whether you input a number or character, it doesn't matter. Again, this is a question only to you. First, in my previous slide, I have used the number inside my input. I have provided it a number 11. Then I also provided it a number, a name, Angel. But why I always used to say that my input function will always take a data, take a value as string, because I was using a number 11 at that time. So why this happened? You'll be going to get the answer here. So see, my first example is n is input, enter your name. So here, enter your name will be printed on my screen, and then I have to enter a value because I used input function. So I input Becky. Now it print n, that means it will print the value inside your n. So whatever I have given my input is inside my n, so it will be printed, which is Becky. Then I have again printed the type of n. That means I'll be going to print the type of the data type of your value assigned to the variable n. So since I have given input as Becky, which is a collection of characters, which is a string, so here for my third sentence, it will print class str, which is showing that the value of my variable is string. See in my second example, here inside my variable n, I use input enter a number. So again, this enter a number will be printed on my screen, and then since I used input function, so I have to give a number, which I used 612. I give my input 612. So this will print n, that means the value I have given as input will be assigned to my variable n. So now 612 is stored to with n. Now I have printed n, so it will print 612 here. Then I have again print the type of n, that means I'll be going to print the data type of my value assigned to my variable n. Since the value assigned is 612, so it is of integer type. So naturally it should print class int. But see, here it is printing class str, that is showing class string. I have used 612 as my input, but still it is showing the type of my n as class string. Why is this so? This is because this is a format. This is because it is the theory behind your input function, that whatever value you will give to your input, whether it is a number, whether it is a real value, whether it is a character, string, but always the type of your value given as input using the input function will always be of string data type. That's why whatever value you are giving to your input function, it will always be considered as a string. That's why it will print class string. Whenever you will write the type of your variable, which variable's value is received using the input function, so it will always give you the string function. It will always give you the type of the variable's value as string. I know it is a bit complex. I tried to make it smooth. Focus on these examples. It will be clear to you. Still, if any doubt persists, you can ask in the comment section. So, it is actually a small do it for yourself. Here, I gave you 6 variables with the values assigned to your variables. So what you need to do is, your homework is you have to tell me the type of your variables. The type means the data type of your value assigned to the particular variable. So here you have 6 variables which is having their values assigned to them. And if you like, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.